So if you're trying to hit any kind of health goal, you probably know the biggest hurdle isn't the gym.
Oh, it's the homework.
It's the homework. That dreaded daily task of logging every single thing you eat.
Mm-hmm.
And that friction is exactly why we're doing a deep dive into this new wave of AI food tracking apps. They're designed to, get rid of that manual entry.
Yeah, that's the promise.
We've synthesized the research on two of the major players here, Foodvisor and YAZIO, and our mission is to pull out the key differences so you can figure out which one fits your life.
And what's really interesting is that, every user is dealing with the same basic conflict,
Hmm.
balancing the need for speed against the need for really good, accurate data.
You want it to be fast, but it has to be right.
It absolutely has to be right, or it's useless.
Okay, so let's unpack Foodvisor first. Their core claim, it's pretty revolutionary, isn't it? AI identifying your food from just a photo,
Yeah, the tagline is basically as easy as snapping a selfie.
which sounds incredible.
It is. The whole design is optimized for what some sources call snack-level speed.
Snack level speed, I like that.
It's perfect for the user who really hates typing. They value that immediate convenience over everything else.
But in the world of data, speed always costs you something, right? So what are the trade-offs with that visual approach?
Well, you see the cost as soon as things get complicated. The AI is powerful, but it really struggles with dishes that don't have a standard look.
So, like, it can see an apple and it knows that's an apple?
Exactly. An apple, a protein bar, no problem. But a bowl of homemade chili or your grandma's lasagna,
Right. How can a picture possibly know the fat content, the volume, all the different ingredients you tossed in there?
it can't, not really. It
And
stumbles. It's trying to guess at non-visual information.
so they nail the speed, but what about advanced features? What am I sacrificing there?
You're sacrificing access. Most of the really powerful tools like detailed recipe analysis or integrating with your fitness watch,
Let me guess, they're behind a paywall.
they're locked behind a paid plan. That instant convenience is definitely a premium feature.
Okay, let's shift gears. Let's look at YAZIO, which is sort of the established heavyweight contender
Yeah,
here.
heavyweight is a good word. This system relies on just a truly massive food database. We're talking traditional barcode scanning, manual entry.
The old school approach.
It's a tried and true approach.
Yeah.
We connect this to the bigger picture. YAZIO is all about giving the user maximum control and those, quote, deeper stats.
And we're not just talking about calories here.
No, we mean detailed micronutrients,
Mhm.
your fiber, potassium, specific vitamins. Plus, it offers really robust, flexible plans for things like intermittent fasting.
That sounds incredibly comprehensive. But a system like that has to have its own friction. If it delivers so much, what are the complaints?
The main feedback is that the app just feels cluttered.
But for a serious fitness person, isn't cluttered just another word for feature rich?
That's the perfect question. And yes, it is feature-rich, but for a more casual user, the sheer number of menus and options and the fact that you have to do manual entry, it can feel overwhelming.
I see. So YAZO sacrifices that simple interface for just way more data.
Precisely. It's a trade-off.
So what's the ultimate takeaway for you listening at home, trying to hit your targets?
Look, if you are that person who is meticulously weighing ingredients, tracking your potassium, managing specific macro goals, YAZIO is the best all-rounder.
Right.
It gives you the most comprehensive data and the best value, even if you have to deal with a slightly busier interface.
On the flip side, if you eat out a lot, you just want a quick, rough calorie estimate and you hate typing more than anything else.
Then Foodvisor's probably worth the price for that sheer frictionless convenience.
So the choice really depends on what you prioritize. Maximum data control or minimal effort.
It's as simple as that. Which brings me to a final thought for you to chew on. Given that one app focuses on visual speed and the other on database detail, which model do you think is more likely to lead to sustained tracking accuracy over the long term? Is it automated convenience with its blind spots, or is it detailed manual input? Something to think about.